it's not a team sport. You can't even call it a sport. It's a lifestyle. Basically, that lifestyle gives you a lot of benefits, and those benefits conclude with individuality. So if you're a skateboarder, you're going to be the one that has to learn the tricks. There's no person that's going to tell you how to land the trick off a 10 stair. So the main point is individuality. Also fear. It kind of, you have to go to certain tricks or spots where they look sketchy, and you think that you can kill yourself basically while skating, but you conquer your fears. Also will. Willpower is very important because you can't do it first try. A trick never comes in first try. You have to do it and do it again and again, and it's a circle. So that's why I kind of created a new circle for skateboarding, and it's basically been around for 7 years, maybe 8. The whole upcycling concept is that when you take a new board, it breaks very often. Basically, it's a month and the board's gone. So it costs about 70 euros per board and breaks in a month. So you can imagine how much money is spent on just the board. Yeah. Another important thing, that there's 11 million skaters around the world, and that's still counting every day. And the revenue is $4.8 billion just from skaters. So my idea is to kind of change the market itself where the boards sell. Because the boards, they're only there for a month. You know, you skate it, it's gone, you throw it away. And 95% of the material is left. So you don't really want to throw out 95% of good material into the garbage. So here's a slide on why recycle skateboards. Keep broken boards out of landfills. There's roughly about 2,000 boards being broken every day in the US. You can imagine the amount of boards being thrown away with 95% of the material still left. What we do is give them a second life and create different kinds of products. So in my time of 9 months of doing this, I've created a lot of different stuff, and it's basically because I create custom jobs. Like a person comes up to me and asks, I want this or that, and I can just create it, and it's all going to be done out of a skateboard. So all the money that I make, I use it to support skateboarding. And I give out boards to kids, or they can come into the workshop and change it, your old board into a new one for like cheaper, 35% discount I give. And in the future, I would like this to be totally free. Basically, from my workshop, you just come in, bring me an old board, and I give you a new one. You bring it back again, and it's a circle that's coming around. So skateboarding is #1 for Canadian maple deforestation. By the way, this is Canadian maple. All boards are made out of Canadian maple, and it's #1 for deforestation because of everybody skates it a month and it's gone. And that's why, as I said, it's 95% left. This is a new board, and you can crack the end of it, and that's the end of it. You just basically put it down, and you have to get a new one. And it's very expensive. So, as I said before, I didn't write a speech, so I'm kind of jumping around from my presentation right now. But 95% is left of the board. Now, I'm going to show you some products that I made, and especially, I like cars. Like, I have a lot of friends that, mod cars. So I created some products that basically are going for cars. It's a steering wheel for a Mini Cooper. It's an old school 1990s frame, no airbags or anything, so it was pretty easy to just build it. Then we have like shifter knobs. That's my main product basically. I kind of started off with that and it kicked off. There's more shifter knobs. So I kind of use different kinds of materials as well on the product. As you can see, this, for example, I go to a scrapyard of the cars that I need to make, and I just pick up the fitment from the old car. So basically I upcycle not just skateboards, but I upcycle beaten up old cars too by taking some stuff out of it. This is car fresheners. I basically collaborate with Commune. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah. Yeah, so we collaborate with them, and they support me with natural oils, and I put them in the skateboard frame, and it works as a diffuser. There's a diffuser stick, you just plug it in, and it just works like that, super simple. There's different shapes and sizes, and as I said, I try to do custom works. I don't want to own a product or a patent on a product made out of skateboards. I'd rather make custom things for anything that you want. You know, I can just make it. So bulk orders as well are welcome. I'd rather even do bulk orders to make more money and spend more money on the skateboard community support. Also, we got accessories. This mic is really annoying me. Sorry. This is just some plates with engraving. I also used this filament to make it white. So it's pretty deep. It's like 1 millimeter engraving, and I just filled it up with white filament. These are called, how do you call them in English? Cufflinks, right, cufflinks. This is a custom order for a friend. Just keychains, mostly it's keychains. This is a project, I'd made a sample for it, but I'm still developing the sound itself. I don't want to put out a product that's not really, you know, it looks good, but it's not really working. So I'm still in development on all the technological things that I want to connect with skateboards. Right, yeah, just some bottle openers.
What about Easter eggs?
Easter eggs, yeah, I could do that too. It's really like the same way as a shifter. You just lab it. This is a custom order for Boss Day. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Happy Boss's Day. It's just a notebook with a skateboard cover. Yeah, Fast Lap. I guess everybody knows Fast Lap. It's Lithuanian. No, nobody. Okay, not car people. But Fast Lap is a car show, like a race actually, and I just collaborate with them. I made some keychains for them to just promote. Dice. These actually go for caps. As you can see, I have a cap and there's a little plate that's out of skateboard, so it's just clothing accessories. Yeah, this is a wedding present for my friend as well. Sorry. Yeah, it's almost like Easter eggs. There you go. Something like that. This is actually very special. After 5 months of working with skateboard recycling, of course I have Instagram and Facebook, and I kind of know the ways how to market it. So I reached a professional skateboarder, that's Greg Lutzka. He's been a professional skateboarder. Reposted it on his 900,000 followers Facebook. That kind of helped me a little bit. That works. Yeah, this is What's Up Shop. They do graffiti. It's like a graffiti shop, and they're my friends as well. So I just kind of collaborated with them and made this flyer rack, so they could just put in all the graffiti flyers in. Also, we got trophies, which is another product that I do constantly for events because it's unique. You don't really get that much. This is a trophy I made for the Lithuanian beatbox battle that was just happened recently, maybe a week ago. And it's just a mic, sort of like a mic thing. It looks like that. This is a skate event. It was a skate competition. It's a trophy. A Trip the Bomb. The event itself is called Trip the Bomb, so I made a little bomb out of skateboards. Kablis is an indoor skate park, the first indoor skate park in Lithuania. It's only been here for what, like 4 years, 5 years. So we're really young. This one is from abroad. It's the Belgian Minis on tour. I went to IMM. It's an international mini meet. It's happening for 58 years. It's been happening, and every year there's a different country. And I was lucky enough that last year it was Lithuania, that the country where they were. And I went there with my whole workshop, and basically the guys that from abroad that saw it, they were like super stoked about it, and they contacted me up, and I had to make 60 units, 60 trophies for a Belgium Mini Cooper event, and all the participants got it. Oh, you liked it? Oh, you were there. That's wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked. Right, iPhone accessories like phone cases. Just some sample stuff I make. I just buy the shapes of like the actual phones off the internet, just eBay, and I just put in my plate. It's actually, there's special cases for, you know, wood or any other material to put in. It has a little slide in the back, yeah, so there's special cases. Right, now let's get to cdiy skateboards. This is like the main project, what I'm doing next to the workshop. This is the day when we got our first boards, when we ordered them in. And basically the concept is very simple. I need old boards to upcycle and make stuff out of them. And people need new boards. Usually it's, you buy a board, you break it, as I said before, you have to go back to the skate shop and pay the same amount of money to get a new one. What I do, I basically, when you bring me an old board, I can give you up to 35% discount for a new one. And that's just the beginning. It's my first year that I do this. It's not even been a year. And my goal in the future is to basically, you bring me an old board, I give you a new one. And that's just how it's going to turn. I don't want to have any money out of skaters. My main concept of the whole movement of cdiy is to create better possibilities for the skaters to progress, to get their level up. And the biggest problem is boards, shoes, trucks. All this stuff is made to be broken. And you break it, you throw it away, you go buy new ones. And that's a very, for Lithuanians especially, it's very expensive. 70 euros for a board that you know that's going to break in a month. It's not that, you know, especially all the skaters are kids in a way, mostly. And those kids ask for the money from their parents. And, you know, so it's not like they're buying the board, it's their parents paying for the board. And you come back home and it's broken, and usually you get, you know, how do you break it so fast? So that's my idea, is just to support the skateboarding scene, not just in Lithuania, but I want to do this worldwide. I want to go to a certain point where basically you earn more money out of upcycling than you would earn out of the new board. I want to come up to companies and say, why are you not making money out of this board more than you? Now you're just selling it, and that's it, that's your profit. And also, it's 500% increase of the board itself. When it's in the skate shop, it's being made for 10 euros, but it's sold for 70. And for me, it's a crime against skaters. Right, so there's just a couple of shots of the local heroes that we have here, skating cdiy skateboards, sort of like marketing to show the kids that these boards are in the market. Yeah, that's me filming. So these are the boards, and this is my concept right here. Basically, yeah, as you can see, we have new boards, brakes. You're very sad. You go to my workshop, you get a new one, you're happy. So it's a circle, it never ends. It always runs. And I think communicating with big brands and the corporates of skateboarding would basically change skateboarding in general in the world, because it's a 4.8 billion revenue a year, right? Just from the new boards and the shoes and the clothing and all the other products that skateboarding has to offer. But it's basically daytime robbery. from you're actually robbing your own supporters that support your brand. So I want to create products that would sell not in the skateboarding market. It sells in all the other markets possible, but not for skate. So you make more money and bring that money back into skateboarding by building skate parks or getting new boards, supporting the kids. That's the main point. I also have a little video to show you. This summer I had an opportunity to, everybody knows Kūrybiškas Square, right? It's in the center. This spot is legendary. I've been skating there all my life and it's been not banned. You actually, if you notice, all the ledges have metal bars on them. And that's because the ex-mayor, Mr. Zokas, he made them for skaters. Because he had a lot of complaints saying that skaters are destroying this spot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we kind of destroy things. It's part of the skateboarding culture. But he made that spot invincible. Now it's forever. There's metal bars next to it, so the ledge won't ever break. But of course, things changed and they banned the spot. So they have a big sign saying no skateboarding here. So if you go there, you skate, you get fined from 100 to 2,000 euros for skating. So what we did with Sveikas Miestas is an organization that basically helps small communities, and they gave us a chance to skate there on Sundays. So we called it cdiy Sunday sessions, and we bring our own spots. So we build our own boxes and our spots, and we just bring it to the same legendary spot. We can skate the flat ground, but we can't touch the ledges. That's the idea. So I have this little final edit of the final cdiy Sunday sessions. I don't know why isn't it not playing. No. Oh, look, I'll just go through.
No, you just click on it.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't do this much. Media not found. Media not found. So it's in my USB. For tricks. Yeah, basically that's my concept, and I've only been doing this for a very short time, so I really hope it's going to kick off. It already kicked off as much as I try, but yeah, the whole concept is I see it 5 years, I know 5 years now what I'm going to be doing, and I'm really dedicated to change this, to bring in a whole new amount of money into skateboarding from skateboarding. It's basically these boards are just being thrown away. So I make money out of those boards and give it back to skaters. Thank you, I think that's it.